Women of Reddit, what NSFW questions do you have for men that you are too embarrassed to ask in person? Can you actually feel us clenching around the dick? Yes, and it feels amazing. How often are unwanted public boners an actual issue? Basically it's only an issue during early puberty. You quickly learn to sort it out. With all of these sex questions being flung about, does intense focus on career or hobbies negatively affect your sex drive? Yes. If I'm focused on something else, or stressed for work, sex becomes an afterthought, and that can drag for months. My girlfriend is a public accountant, and she gets this too. I try my best to have patience, but it's on her time, and when she's ready. Busy season is December through April or longer. It's a good 6-month lead time sometimes. And then when the switch is flipped I get approached and have to be the bad guy cause I'm dog tired from my long days, or I'll just get into bed and it's 11:30 and I have to be at work in 5 hours. That's when she decides to make her move. Man, I'm exhausted. We are only 25 and I think it's all downhill from here. Working multiple jobs, high stress jobs, or full commitment jobs is the catalyst for our current wobble. Are you looking at my butthole when you do it from behind? If lights are on, yes. If lights are off, yes. It's the eye of Sauron edit. Damn, my top comment has to be about buttholes. Thanks for the awards. One ring to rule them all. Does eye contact actually make a difference when we are giving head? Yes. Until I remember I looked like a thumb from that angle. I looked like a thumb from any angle. How was the set at Spy Kids? Floop is a madman. Help us. Save us. Does reverse cowgirl hurt? Am I bending your D the wrong way and guys are being nice by telling me they like it? Depends on how you move. If you're literally bending the D you're doing it wrong. But if you're just moving it without bending it's fine. My fiance broke my D during the first week of our relationship while RCG. Hurt like a bitch. Took months to feel normal again. I can only imagine the PTSD imagining it happening again every time your fiance was in control. This would have messed me up for far longer than months. TBH. I've been laying in bed reading these for over an hour. I feel so educated. Thanks guys. I originally opened a private window in Reddit to have a W and now I'm replying for 2 hours. Can you feel our boobs when we hug? Like obviously you do. But is it noticeable? Edit. Dog, I meant, if you're friends and not family. Yes. Always. But without context this is not sexual. Like if I'm not attracted her, it does nothing for me. Family members, old ladies, or women I just don't like that. I know they are there and don't care. Thanks for clarifying that despite feeling their boobs through their shirt, you are not attracted to old ladies or family members. LMAO. Does it feel good when a girl grinds? BC, it feels hella good for me, but I don't think it does much for guys, so I don't do it much, but I don't want to quit. It's not particularly as stimulating as thrusting, but if I actually put my energy into feeling what's going on, it feels awesome all while not bringing me as close to orgasm as thrusts would. Plus the knowledge that she's enjoying it helps to continue turning me on. As someone who finishes particularly faster than most, grinding is amazing to me, because as you said it isn't as stimulating, but still keeps me up and helps me last longer. And it hot in the fact that it looks hot and Ike's enjoying it, which automatically makes it sexy and worth doing. How do you all pee when you have a boner? We become Cirque du Soleil gymnasts for a brief minute. Plank on the toilet, like those finger balance toys, but the center of gravity becomes our penis. Do you guys genuinely like F someone in the mouth? Or is that over exaggerated by porn? Only when she's into it also. If she's just going through the motions it doesn't feel as good, and I feel bad that she doesn't really wanna do it. This carrot with everything though. If she doesn't enjoy it, or want to be doing it, neither do I. Yes. And please don't pretend to like something just to please me. I can easily tell you're not into it and it completely kills the mood when that happens. Would much prefer honesty and just figure something else out. Where do you put your balls when you ride a bike? I ride a bike daily at school and I've never once thought about that. Lol. But for a more detailed answer, they don't really get in the way cause our genitals are, like, more forward/higher up than women's. So when we sit down our balls are, like, between our legs, and on a bike, or any seat for that matter, the actual part making contact with the seat is just your ass. I'm very self-conscious of my butthole. I'm skinny, so when I'm bent over, it's all butthole. What are your thoughts? Edit. Wow. Thank you all for your thoughts. Guess I just knew losers back in the day. No one has made me feel bad in recent years, thankfully. Men actual thoughts during doggy. Yes, sex. Neuron activation. Do your balls really move depending on the weather? If so, does it feel weird? It's temperature dependent and sometimes it can feel weird, like if you go from warm house to cold outside or jump into a cold pool in the summer. Does it actually feel good when you're in doggy and she reaches behind to fondle your balls? What if she can't reach, so she just pokes them with a back scratcher instead? After sex, I was looking in the refrigerator and my GF came up from behind with a big, cold metal spoon, cupped the boys, and said backward scoop. I jumped to the ceiling, and she laughed like a maniac. I'm doing this. If you have a really great date that ends in a sweet kiss, and nothing more, how likely are you to go home and masturbate? Asking because I absolutely did. Extremely likely. To add to this, mostly because we're ref horny for you. And secondly to clear our heads before texting you. Clear our heads. Yes, both of them. You deserve a crown for both heads. Does it float though? Like a turtle coming up for air? How often do you masturbate as you get older? I'm married and it's about once every 3 days or so on average. Mostly when I'm bored at home by myself, when my wife is at work. Yes, usually when this guy's wife is at work. Jerking off to this comment. Do you guys really enjoy going down on us? Or do you just deal? I absolutely love going down on women. Super fun. This best part is that you've gone so long/done a damn fine job that they beg for the dick. Best thing ever is lots of foreplay. Eat them out until they come. Then immediately start F them right before they stop coming. That initial look in their eyes. Plus the fact that you now have free reign to bust in 9 seconds without worry is unequaled. When a boner happens, does your D slowly come up, or does it shoot up straight away? I must know. A small amount with each heartbeat. If you're holding on to it, you can actually feel it get slightly bigger with each pulse. Feeling my BFs get harder like this is a major turn on for me. Same here. I love feeling your BF getting harder too. What do you seek in foreplay? Giving you pleasure, making you wet, making you want it, teasing, oral, etc. Foreplay is sex, not just something you gotta do before. It's half the fun. How do you manage to move it without using your hands? I've seen a couple of guys do it and was absolutely speechless/impressed. They just said, I don't know how, I just can. I want to know how. Same muscle that stops the pee stream. Women have it too. Kedgel. Do y'all get post-nut clarity work after you've had sex with someone you love? Absolutely. It's just a clarity about different things. Instead of I've made a mistake, I regret this decision, it's more don't forget to put 3 garbage bins out. Yup, exactly. Or a shoot, I forgot to put my food away. Do you like it when a girl does a little gasp when you first slide in? 10,000%. Do you need/want a girl to be more active in bed? If so, what should she be doing? Or if she's just like holding on for dear life as UFR, is that enough? My first time was with a girl who was stone cold aside from her climaxes, and even then she was super quiet. I legitimately couldn't finish because I need some engagement from her. Do you have an urge to moan during sexual activity and hold it back due to some societal BS or some other reason, or do you just not get that urge as much as women? Stereotyping vs legitimate differences. Edit. The vibe I'm getting from this is there's no one answer to this, and every man is different. Well, no doubt, that's a great discovery. But now I'm wondering how many women do it out of urge vs for the benefit of their partner. Sensing a theme here. I be and my girls like GH. Like a klaxon, a wooga. What does it feel like walking with your dong between your legs? Or how does that work? Edit. Thanks for all the upvotes. Also yes, I know it's not in between your legs. I was just stuck on what to say really. Anyways, thank you so much for answering. It's funny reading some of the replies. You don't really notice it, but at the same time you know / something's / there. It's the same as your nose being within your vision. You get so used to your nose being in your peripherals that you don't see it anymore. Same with your manhood. It's there and flopping around, but you're so used to it that you don't notice it anymore. I have never been so frustrated to remember I have a nose in my vision. Oh my god, it's infuriating. I can't stop seeing it. Why did you have to remind me? Do most men, when they are going down on someone, use their mouth / lick and finger blast at the same time? Or did I find a gem of a person? I'll take direction. If I don't get any, I'll try several things and keep doing whatever creates the funniest noises. I think there's a green text story of a guy who was almost able to play the Darth Vader theme by pleasuring his girl, and then she realized what he was doing, so no more giving oral for him. At least he wasn't playing Bat. Do you prefer boxers or briefs? Boxer briefs, A or B? C motherfucker. Abmotherfucker. Would you kiss after a BJ / nutting in her mouth and she swallowed everything? If she put in the effort to suck and swallow, I definitely would kiss her. The least I could do